how does one just start one of these companies?
I'm sort of, I guess, kind of old school. I think there's a lot of emphasis on building your brand, which is very important. Don't get me wrong. And I certainly try to build my personal brand vis-a-vis. I do a lot on LinkedIn, and we're actually just jumped on Facebook. We're like totally late to the game in terms of Facebook. But for me, it was a very old school approach in the sense of hanging a shingle in 2004. I was 24 years old, and I had a full 9 to 5 job, and it was a true side hustle in the purest form of what a side hustle is, where I was renting an office in the evenings, running in as the woman who had the office primarily was running out, and I was seeing clients at 6, 7, and 8 o'clock, and just built my performance, which is important to me, as well as obviously my brand. At that time, there was no Instagram, there was no Facebook, and there was no LinkedIn. Well, actually, there was LinkedIn. I shouldn't say that. I think there was LinkedIn in 2004. I have no idea. But I definitely wasn't on it. But, it was a lot of old school grassroots word of mouth marketing. And now, obviously, we utilize, of course, all the social media platforms. But it's a long game. I actually put a post today on LinkedIn about, are you a sprinter or are you a marathoner? And it's in my field, therapy field, you really need to build a brand, and you need to, treat clients, and you need to build a pedigree, and you need to build a reputation. And obviously you can, of course, try to maybe short game it a little bit with some of the social media options here. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of trust. I mean, it's a big thing when a family is sending you their loved one, who's in a really tough crisis or just tough spot. So, people really want to feel like they're being held and have an affinity for what you're doing. And we're a good story, my wife and I, in the sense that, we've leveraged sort of every penny. Everyone knows locally, like, if it doesn't work, our kids aren't going to college. It's a very local story, in that sense. We're not some huge corporation. We're owned 100% by my wife and I.
That's awesome.
So for us, what we did is, again, we didn't go the VC or angel funded route. We went with just crush it and sweat equity for freaking, a decade, and just raise capital yourselves. And we have some family and friends money, and we have a small business loan, but that's it. It's us. I mean, I've been through the whole, being owned by somebody else, working in the for-profit industry. And we just really wanted to design our own, philosophy, which we have a very specific treatment approach, and so on and so forth.